seem he's dragging a peon with him for some reason. All right, Ceron obviously sees this, and I was thinking this could be an easy kill, not to mention you don't know what his opponent's thinking of, perhaps another expansion, perhaps a tower, and sure enough he's able to get him, but the problem is he's down to 180 health, and he better be careful. He gets off a mana burn to the Archmage, and now he's on the run. It's 2 water elementals and a long-distance shot by the Archmage, and they are not going to give pursuit. One of the water elementals has expired. All right, Ceron putting his Demon Hunter at the fountain. He has finished his Tree of Life upgrade and is now making a Keeper of the Grove. He has 1 Ancient of Lore in production. His opponent, on the other hand, is still making Footman. So far, so good for Crown. He's not doing anything different. Crown now heading into the far right side of the map, again scouting, so he has found where his opponent is not, and by a process of elimination, which you can do in the John, pretty much tells him that Ceron must be at the bottom of the map. So here he comes. Looks like a footman he set ahead of time will actually go in there first. Sure enough, here it comes, and 3 Ancients of Lore. Damn. He is going to hack away one of the Ancients of Lore. Here comes the Uprooted Ancient of War. Obviously, it was made for defensive purposes only, as it clearly wasn't made to make units, being that's uprooted and all. Keep the Grove getting ready to pop in, probably just in time. All right, 2 footmen are now hacking away the Ancient of Lore. Here comes the Archmage with the Water Elemental, and here comes 4 of his footmen, and right behind it on his heels, here comes the Demon Hunter. Keeper of the Grove has deployed. He's trying to get off a entangle, which he does do. Mana burn to the Archmage. Demon Hunter focusing on the Archmage. Crown puts down a Sentry Ward. Meanwhile, it looks like the Keeper of the Grove is getting most of the attention. He's trying to run. He gets off a entangle and a mana burn to the Archmage. Archmage taking some damage. The Keeper of the Grove getting quick heals from his Moonwell. He still has one that's almost completely full. He gets off another entangle to the Archmage, down to 76 health. Long distance shot down to 60, and it beams away. So Crown dodging a bullet that harassment almost blew up in his face. Very ineffective harassment, and was thrown back by a pair of heroes. Showing the strength of the Night Elf heroes as well as the micromanagement abilities of their player. Ceron is able to defeat, or well, maybe not defeat, but at least foil Crown's early harassment. Crown being reinforced by a Mountain King is now on the march, and both forces are headed on a collision course. And here they go. So sure enough, the Demon Hunter's going to lead the charge to keep the Grove running right behind. They're looking for the Mountain King. Stormbolt, and quickly they're trying to surround the Keeper of the Grove. This could be trouble. And they didn't do it. They did not focus, and they did not close the gap on the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove's on the run. They now have the Demon Hunter, and again, they're going to let him go. Another Stormbolt. The Demon Hunter right next to the Keeper of the Grove, breaking it up, and again, they are not able to encircle the Keeper of the Grove, and he gets away with 80 health. 2 crucial missed opportunities by Crown to kill and get an early kill on that Keeper of the Grove. If nothing else, it would have set back Ceron's move just a little bit. Instead, he gets back to his base. He's healed up to 350. He's got 3 drives with his army, with 3 more just on the verge of being deployed now. Crown heading into the fountain area. His Archmage still sitting at home. He's got 118 health. He's trying to get some semblance of... That's interesting. I'm just looking at something. Trying to get some semblance of health back. Meanwhile, he does have an Arcane Sanctum up. He is researching Defend. He's got another farm going up, but I don't see anything going on in that Arcane Sanctum. He's got more than enough money. He's at 40 of 40 food, as is Ceron. I'm sorry, Ceron's at 40 of food. Crown has plenty of money. He's got over $1,000. He just doesn't have any wood. Ceron creeping out the knolls to the bottom part of the fountain. Crown is now creeping out the bottom left-hand corner. The Ogre and the knolls, quite effectively with the Mountain King. Probably be a level 2 Mountain King when this thing is done, as the Ogre is getting ready to be killed. And there it goes. Sure enough, Claws of Attack +6 on a level 2 Mountain King. So that's a beefy little dwarf. Meanwhile, that Demon Hunter's got Boots of Speed and Gloves of Haste. That's one fast bastard, man. I said fast bastard, not fat bastard. Alright, so now he's marching north, and it looks like Ceron's going to check that expansion. Sure enough, there is that farm, so at least Crown knows he's coming. And lo and behold, what is this? We have found gold. Or at least an expansion. So very quickly, Crown's going to have to come in, or he's going to have to forfeit expansion. He sends his guys to the militia. He may get off 1 or 2 kills with the peon. 1 is down, and they're going to kill a second one. Here comes Crown's troops. He deploys himself a water elemental. So a vicious battle begins at the bottom, and Ceron beams away almost as fast as he arrived. Not wanting to fight that match, he does his damage. He's able to pick off. He picks off all of the peons. That was pretty good. Crown coming down with a sorceress. So that is, he's not making a priest, and apparently that is what he's going to do. He's going to mass some casters, or at least not mass them, but use them to supplement his troops. Unfortunately, Crown has everybody in defend. Okay, now they pop out, and he's on the move. Meanwhile, Ceron is deployed against his natural, and here comes his Demon Hunter. He's going to lead the charge, so they're not even going to screw around. They're just going to go full bore into him. Crown is now going to creep out the bottom left-hand Goblin Merchant Shop. Not much of a problem here for Ceron. He gets a potion of greater healing. That's a nice one. Gauntlets of Ogre Strength +3. So that Demon Hunter continues to get stronger. Especially with the strength will give him more hit points, and obviously the potion of greater healing will keep him alive that much more in a battle. It's not a potion of good game, but it's the next best thing in my opinion. One of the win goes to Crown for creeping out the Golem. Let's see what else he gets. He's now hitting the Troll Priest. Down it goes. So, not bad. One of the wins isn't nothing to sneeze at. It'll keep the Demon Hunter out of the game. Speaking of which, Ceron just coming down, hearing the sounds of the guns. He goes to the merchant shop. He leaves. He's now headed north again, perhaps to raid his opponent's base again. And it looks like he's going to do just that. He's going to go ahead and kill the farm. So if nothing else, it'll deprive him of a few food. He's sending one Dryad south again to give him some early warning. And sure enough, here comes Crowd with his horde. And Ceron's going to scamper off to the north. A couple of Dryads coming in to reinforce him. Crown is going to stay on his tail. Keep the Grove running behind again to try and stall them. Gets off and entangled to one of the footmen. Now it's now going to run away. Again, just trying to slow his opponent down. Being a real pain in the ass, so to speak. Ceron's got quite a bit. He's got $1,300 in the bank, including a Tree of Life, which is now expanding to his natural. Keep the Grove's on the run, and right behind him, here comes Crown's troops. So he is going to, looks like he's going to stick with the footman strategy. He's got +1 to attack. As he continues to make sorcerers, as well as a couple priests. He's now creeping out the Knolls to the north, level 3 Archmage, level 2 Mountain King. Not having much of a problem. Ceron is now arrayed just down into the south of the upper right-hand Goblin Merchant Shop. Now he's on the move. He's still got those 6 Dryads with him. Very quickly, the Demon Hunter leading the charge gets stunned. They're now focusing their attention on the Trolls in the back, ignoring them with the Golem for the moment. Golem is the least of their worries, being able that it takes... actually, it's medium armor, so it doesn't take any extra damage. Keep the Grove, been upgraded to level 2. Demon Hunter taking some shots. They're now focusing their attention on the Golem. Goes down, Stone Token, using a Scroll of Healing to keep his Dryads alive. They have now killed off the last remaining Trolls. So the upper right-hand Goblin Shop has been liberated, and the upper left-hand Goblin Laboratory has now been freed as well by Crown's troops as they kill the last of the Ogres. Gets a Stone Token for his troubles. And that Mountain King ain't doing too shabby either. He's got a Scroll of Healing, a Potion of Healing. He's got a Potion of Mana and a Claws of Attack +6, so he's doing pretty good for himself. A couple bears have now reinforced Ceron's army, so obviously that's what he is looking to do. They are adepts, they are not masters, so they can't go into bear form just yet. But they do have Rejuvenation, they do have Roar. Alright, so Ceron is now at the right side of the map, and he's looking to get those Golems and Trolls. This is normally where a player would be, but for the purpose of the game, it's just